I can talk with this thing. It says what I want it to say. And because of that, I can sell any position that I could take. I could sell to any audience in any time limit. With tremendous success. So that argues that this is my trailer, that if a book or a movie can have a trailer, then why not a person? And if this is my trailer, then it's my argument for why you should be paying me, and why you should be paying me a lot, and why you should be paying me to not be available for somebody else to pay me. You should be taking me off the market. I have been talking lately about conservatives and their desire to win the culture war by taking the world of art by storm and offering what I consider to be extremely valuable suggestions for achieving that end. That in order to have success in the culture war, you have to have some idea of what victory would look like. What does it look like when you won? And what that would be a world of middle-class people who live quietly in their homes, have sweet families, the children are well-behaved and well-educated, and mom and dad are serious, hard-working people, and they maintain their property and provide for themselves and provide for their offspring, provide for their grandchildren, and working together with their neighbors create a hospitable, welcoming, pleasant environment, a place to live. This is what we idealize, what we should idealize in any case in a civilization, is civilized people, and that is what civilization looks like. That's what it actually looks like when people are following through. So if you're trying to sell art, and if you're trying to sell art that will achieve that objective, then the art that you're looking for is comedy. This is the comic plot, is somebody is doing something suboptimally that's not achieving satisfactory results. They look at what they're doing wrong, they figure out what they're doing wrong, they learn better, they apply themselves, and over time, they win. This is the comedy plot. Comedy is not farce, comedy is not fart jokes, comedy is not... South Park is mainly satire, mainly tragedy. Comedy is the pursuit of happiness. Wonderful, wonderful film. Comedy is... he's just not that into you. A wonderful film about relationships, and there are no bad guys in the movie, and practically speaking, everybody is a better person by the end. Not everybody is a good person, but everybody is a better person by the end. So this is just an example of the sort of conversations that people should be having with me, and should be, frankly, I think, paying to have with me. I know an enormous amount about art. I know about art at the most abstract of levels, and I can talk to you about what's going to achieve good results, what's going to turn into good stories, what's going to turn into good art, and what's going to turn into good paychecks, good receipts, box office receipts. So I think someone in the entertainment biz should already be paying me. Someone also in the conservative politics biz looking to provide a message to the electorate that actually gets somebody elected. As if there would be some reason to elect conservatives now when all they want to do is yell at people. If you want to see manifestations of joy, that's what the middle class is the everyday manifestations of joy. If you want to see manifestations of joy everywhere, sell joy and nothing else. Sell joy. I say evangelize egoism, but it means the same thing. Sell joy. So who else should be paying me? I would anticipate that some movie production company, some movie studio might want to do a development deal with me to talk to me about the stories that I've written over the years. I've written a number of really wonderful stories that would make the kind of movies that I'm talking about. It's not by accident that I'm an expert on this type of art. It's the type of art that I actually produce. That's not my reason for promoting it. My reason for promoting it is the one that I named, that this is the story that makes people better. Comedy is the story that makes people better. But I should have a development deal from a movie studio to talk about these stories, to produce them either for cinema or television or whatever. I also really think that I should have a development deal from some kind of TV network to talk about doing this shtick, what I'm doing for you right now, doing this as some kind of alternative to Dr. Phil or Dr. Oz or whatever, as a daytime advice show. And I don't know if I could actually stand to do that, but it's something that it really wants to be explored. Frankly, I think I should be hearing from somebody who wants me to consult on songwriting in Nashville in particular. I might not be that valuable in Los Angeles, but I know the world about country music and how to produce comedy in country music to make it sell, to make it very appealing, and also to make it very uplifting for people, very inspiriting. I should be hearing from Las Vegas. My book, Losing Slowly, which is what conservatives and capitalists in general are expert at, is losing slowly. But my book, Losing Slowly, is a really brutal look at the way business is being done in Las Vegas right now, and anybody who wants to make more money, who wants to build market share, who wants to build their business in Las Vegas should be paying me already. I have an idea for a social network that will help people surface positive content on the internet and vote it up or down, to crowdsource for positive content. Somebody should talk to me about this. There's a built-in business model. The business model is selling the content. There's a built-in business model. This is potentially enormously profitable, and the spiffs right now are fantastic. It's definitely worth doing just on the basis of the money that can be made right now, regardless of how markets change in the future. I am gonna be a geyser of content. I already am personally a geyser of content, but as soon as people start to put money in me, I'm gonna be throwing off content every which way. As publishing, farming for content. Ultimately, I could easily be the next Rodale, the people who publish Men's Health and all of those magazines like that. I'm not interested in that bodybuilder physique or anything like that, but the world of self-improvement is wide open, and there's tremendous opportunities in there for all sorts of publishing plays, all sorts of content plays, and I'm logically the nexus of all of them. Sounds pretty exciting. Sounds pretty worthwhile. I would really love to see some big fat checks come in the door real soon. But in the meantime, I am available to just about anybody for just about anything. I want to talk to your audience, and I don't care what the nature of the audience is. I would love to talk to churches, church groups, even if it's not at the main service. I would love to do assemblies for school, or I'll do classes, individual classes. I would love to do sales meetings, and I have more to say about sales than I've ever had in my life, and what I have to say is compelling, and you want proof, you're watching it, you're soaking in it. And so I'm eager for any offer that I might hear. And if I don't hear any offers, I'm going to be busking on Imperial Beach. My name is Greg Swann. The site is selfadoration.com. I do not go to your church. If your question for me starts with why don't you, my answer to you is why don't you? But if you want to find out just how much I can sell, put me in front of an audience. Let me go to work. Bless you. Thank you so much.